to understand the program, the data GGs, the datas, hyenas, Gupadavas, who learn from school with Steve, the data. They ain't understand. Now they still don't understand. Now they trying to make understandings. But they understand that when we was saying that we was going up and we was in the elevator, they didn't want to fucking communicate. Now they see us that we on our way up. The dumb niggas is like, yo, what the fuck, Iraq nigga? You know Iraq was gonna be on his way up. You know everything Iraq does was gonna get right to it. You know Iraq stand on business, GG. That's just what it is, bro. We gotta stay logic, and life in general. We gotta stay all the way logic, Life's what you make it. You can't love it. You can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it, GG. Know what I mean? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand. Now they want to be confused and shit. Nigga, you know we stars. You know how we coming, the. You know how we coming. You know how we staying in logic, the. So that's just what it is. So we gotta stay righteous. We gotta stay most. We gotta stay uplifting each other, We gotta stay more or less. We gotta stay connected, But you know they didn't. Now they trying to get on the stage. Now they want to understand it and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a little while to get that shit because we been gone. So life's, you know what I'm saying? MTW hyenas. What's poppin'? MTW. What's criminated with you? GG the dollars hyena. Saying like, comment, subscribe, nigga. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Get acquainted with us on a daily. Let's get them. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these subscribers up. Let's get these. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these viewers up. Let's make our community. Let's get our community up and activated. That's just what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. You heard? Rizzy, I rock. That's just what it is. They gonna try to manipulate the scene, but we gotta stay most righteous forever. GG's, the daughters, hyenas, Scuba Lord from Scuba Steve. You heard? Hyenas, Yo, I seen Beetlejuice. Yo, Beetlejuice was actually alright, bro. Beetlejuice is actually alright. I don't give a fuck what niggas say. MTW, hyenas, Beetlejuice is actually alright, bro. That shit's actually activated, That shit's activated. That shit's one of them, Beetlejuice is actually one of them, Nipsey Hussle, is that you? Nah, Nipsey Hussle, he comes on this channel though. He uses me, You know what I'm saying? Angels in the outfield, they use me, I connect with the dead. So, you know, this, you know what I'm saying? People be using me, Out here, this for dope. Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? My boy DMX, GG, you heard? We got Kobe Bryant, you got Kobe Bryant sliding through, We got Tupac, We got Biggie, You heard? We got Julio, He's one of them. We keep it fully for Julio, That's a motherfucking fact, He's standing in business on people. He putting shit on business, So at the end of the day, we out here. We staying more conductive ourselves to the most highest power, We live in life, They ain't fucking understand. They ain't want to understand. Now they gotta understand the situation, GG. Now they're gonna have to understand the situation, GG. That's just what it is. Understanding the situation is everything. It's lunchtime. What they thought? They thought that we was gonna leave real quick. They thought we was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand the process. They didn't understand the dreams. They didn't understand the goals. They didn't understand what the fuck was going on. But you understand, now it's getting, you know what I'm saying, getting acquainted, so we standing on business. That's exactly what it is, GG, Tandadas, hyenas, Scuba who work from Scuba Steve. We standing all the way on business. They're gonna try to change the, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to manipulate the scenery, but you know. we here. Now it's done. Now it's official. If they wanna hate, let them hate, Dada. If they wanna go and fucking, if they wanna drink, let them drink. If they don't wanna believe, don't let them believe, GGs. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them believe. Fuck it. It's all a gimmick, Dada. That's just what it is. All a motherfucking gimmick, Dada. That's what they want. That's what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to put this right here. You know what I'm saying? Some McDonald's barbecue sauce. You heard? Fuck it. That's what we on. Hell yeah, GG. So we gonna stay on the way our business. They try to manipulate the scene, you know? Some ginger ale. They try to manipulate the scene, but we gotta get right. Who the fuck they thought they was? Yeah, who the fuck they thought they was, GG? Little piece of bread, buttery, down. This how I got it big. Today is a calm, smooth, collective day. We gonna get into a lot of shit, but we gonna get into a lot of shit. We always get into a lot of shit, that's what it is. We can't even fucking speak the truth, nigga. Speaking the truth is getting into a lot of shit, bro. Imagine. Your life's just about understanding, bro. Motherfuckers just don't get it. And then explaining it, that shit takes up more time, just explaining motherfuckers to motherfuckers. And then getting them to see it, and then when they finally see, that's when you're finally living. What the fuck? You know how long it took you to see? Do you know how long it took you to see? But fuck, at least we started living now. But damn, it takes a while. You know where we could have been? Nowhere. Because that's exactly where we at. We just going forward. We're living in a moment. We're living in a fucking moment. So I'm saying some shrimp with potatoes with a little bit of bread on the side. No marinara sauce. So I put barbecue. No marinara. NGL, bro, was self-snitching. What is it? Oh, this nigga, okay. Guess we watch a little bit. My boy Big Act. Guess we watch a little bit of Big Act of it, you know what I'm saying? Nah, for real. But they gonna try to manipulate the scene, and situations got a little spooky than that when they want you to be, or they want you to be just like them. Like, why you want people to be like you so they could feel like daytime is getting accounted for, bro? The only person that could make you feel like your time is accounted for is only you, bro. The time that you spend, it's gonna get accounted for only if you think so. Again, it's you that closes to life. Live life, bro. Don't have a lot of pull-ups, would-ups, and did it in it. Have a lot of, I did this and I did that, and I did everything I wanted to. And I had my own mind.
Calling all Bahama Mamas. The new Bahama Mama Bowl at Tropical Smoothie Cafe is a must try. We're talking coconut, fresh pineapple, and strawberries. It's absolutely dreamy. You'll want cabana service on repeat.
GG.
Yo, so Tory Lanez, like his team really early today. They're like, yo, bro. You know what I mean? They said Tory Lanez reported equipment got seized by prison guards after a cell block raid made the prison team successful. And the first thing I said was, I had to call the prison that tax code was that because I don't know how this nigga keep having a vote. Like this nigga online threatening niggas, he trying to kill niggas again. I had to,
Motherfucker. I told that shit. I knew that shit. I knew that shit. Tax shit. I said, stay away from act, nigga. You gonna do some weird shit.
Somebody said it's a tax law. Every time you tweet at me, I'm calling the warden to get that nigga to be 10,000. You texting and shit like that. We like, read this up tomorrow. Yeah, that's what happened.
Is he really doing that?
Because you did some dumb shit, okay? Now, that's actually he's been Tory, that's my man. Tory, I want Tory to make some reason in jail. Tory should make some reasons. Except, Tory, I think you snitched on yourself, buddy. Yo, Tory has to take some accountability. That's my man. He is my man. We got to be. Tory got to take accountability.
What you mean?
Half of why you sit in jail is because you snitched on yourself during that first phone call. Remember that first phone call when that nigga got locked up and he called the press? Bruh, they played out in court. Nigga, anybody with a brain says you were guilty of.
Fuck Kelsey. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. She's still right. That's a fact, act. That's a fact, act. Can't front. That's an act. That's a front. When Diddy done dollars, GG done dollars, I ain't stupid ass going for stupid. Steve, they right. That's a fucking fact. That nigga should just stick quiet because you already knew what was going on with them.
Tory announced he's making music from jail, and then now Tory.
That nigga's about to get out though.
Like, come on, bro.
Where you going? 10 piece?
Trust me, I'm on.
Well, no, he's been in like 5. He should be out
I
now.
want to blame Bigfoot for.
He's in state.
You get what I'm
If
saying?
you got mills, nigga, you can make that. Morgan's gonna make shit. I know someone who got locked up for murder supposed to do 34 years. Nigga, he came out 7, but he white, right?
Now the fuck, I don't know.
Came out 9 years later.
Anyway,
34, so his 10 years could be down to 3, nigga.
in jail, just might not be the best.
How did I got?
Half of them.
I think it should have been 3 years. She's not even bad either. Niggas be crashing out for shorty's eyes just fucking ugly nigga. Like, niggas normal to me.
Yo, Tori, if you was thinking 10 steps ahead, you would say, bitch, why you shoot that girl? Yo, Tori, if you would whisper that on the jail phone, nigga, you would.
Niggas normal to me.
Why you whisper this?
Niggas normal to me, Dada. Niggas actually normal to me, Jijing.
My bad. Anyway, you good? That's all you have to do, Tori. You know the funny thing is, I'm talking to Tori.
Niggas normal to me.
I would say 1/10 of the reason why Tori in jail. Tori got too much pride to snitch. You feel me? Like Tori had too much pride to snitch. Don't want to talk to the investigators. Did not want to mention the fact that Kelsey had the gun at some point. He didn't want to say nothing about nothing. And what basically happened is that in the heat of the moment, they had statements from the women that kind of implicated him.
Shit be crazy.
He had to either
That's the truth.
talk to the
That's the truth, man.
detectives or take the stand. Or take the stand and explain it himself. But apparently they said Tory don't want to snitch. Nigga, I be sick like Tweety Bird, nigga. Nigga, I be sick like
Ooh.
stuttering.
Yeah, that's a fact act. That's a fact act.
Adele.
That's a fact act.
Harry.
You know niggas keep the pack on them.
Bird.
You know we keep the pizzazz.
Free. Anyway, they raided Tory's cell. They found his little recording equipment. They took it. Now, Tory had a whole lot of music planned. Tory was from what I'm hearing, they said Tory go to lunch and Tory rap battling at lunch. Word two. Like Tory, he's keeping his rap skills up to par. So apparently Tory was gonna just keep dropping music. The prison tapes was gonna be like his 100 gigs. He was gonna keep doing his thing.
Nigga, you gotta keep putting that shit out every day. Send that shit to someone. Like, good bro. You mean to tell me you didn't send that shit out? You can't be keeping that shit.
You can't even accuse nobody of snitching on you when you literally called what you recorded in jail the prison tapes. So unfortunately, his equipment was taken.
Nigga, nah, give him his shit back.
Spoke to his team.
Give him his shit back.
I suggested
Give him his shit back.
that they find somebody new to smuggle an iPhone in their ass crack that he could use to record.
Nigga, CEOs is slugging that shit. Why you trying to act like this image act? You know it's the CEOs. Nigga, the fuck, nigga, niggas get that shit fresh, nigga, in the box, nigga. They bring in whatever the fuck we want, nigga. The warden bring it in if we want to, nigga. The fuck, nigga, you don't think the warden wants some money, nigga? The warden wants a couple thousand, couple few thousand, get right. Take his wife shopping whenever he wants, go home, fuck a few bitches. Like the warden even wants some. What do you mean? It's poppin', KM. What's goody, KM?
Listen to this. You had Fever's one of your biggest records of all time. It came out long.
He never leaves the house. Don't worry about it. I ain't never gonna have to leave the house. Dundada. Don't worry about it. Dundada. If I'm leaving or not. Dundada, I never leave the crib. Like, you must got a tracking device on me, Dundada. What was I, Dundada? You must got a tracking device on me, Gigi.
We used to record on the iPhone. Put a mic, got a mic attached. I had to DJ directly into the...
You must got a tracking device, nigga. Like, I rock they just come in.
Yeah, but...
You niggas got a tracker, I rock? Don't worry about me, nigga. Spending time here with the squad, Dundada. Don't worry about me leaving the crib, Dundada.
Into the iPhone. Oh, yeah, here.
Yo, that new movie, fucking Beetlejuice, was hitting though.
So, I'm out.
Okay, because like the first couple.
So he's breaking down recorded in prison, which I have to imagine that Tory's doing something of the same if Tory's creating music in prison. Now, here's the thing. With Tory, we have to really figure out if he's recording in prison. I mean, I know they took some equipment. We don't know how much he recorded in prison because the thing is, Vybz Kartel was dropping the most music while locked up. So, even, you know, at first they were like, no, it came from his catalog. Eventually they were like, bruh, it's no way he has this much music. And now, since he's free, he's admitting, nigga, I was recording in prison. So listen to his process.
Years, you were still releasing music, and everybody was like, yo, he just records so much that it's just music that been left over that's coming out. And then after 5 years, we were like, yo, my man, what's going on here? Like, music. He's like, referencing modern day shit. We're like, what's going on here?
Well, initially that was true because I did record a lot of songs. So like in the first year, yeah, we had songs unreleased. But then, you know what I mean, the songs ran out and we had to do what we had to do. So that's when I started recording like behind bars, which was, I mean, it wasn't really that hard because, you know, technology made it easier. You know, we used to record on the iPhone.
Hold on. Before anything, let me unsubscribe to that nigga. Fucking corny ass nigga. This fool, yo. What do you thought he was?
But it has an amazing sound quality. Yeah, so
Fuck
see
off
for
my
all
shit.
those songs recorded on that little iPhone.
Unsubscribe to that nigga. King
That's
shit.
crazy. You recorded
Fuck he thought he was.
Some of this music, like, it sounded like you got a studio there.
You got a mic attached to it?
I had to DJ
Fuck, who the fuck you thought he was, nigga?
into the iPhone.
Straight into the phone?
Yeah, but I used my on the bunk. They gave you a mattress, right?
You watching, niggas is watching. The dollar better be watching underneath your cars, your bushes, your ceilings, your roof, your thing. They coming from the sky, they coming from things. The dollar, the aliens is everywhere. Gigi, hyenas, and they and you heard, stay right, stay righteous, stay logic. Gigi's the dollars, hyenas. You heard?
He was allowed to leave the jail cell whenever he wanted to. He's not confirming that. So, you know, a lot of people used to believe that he would leave the jail to go to a studio to record. Right now, he's saying he didn't leave the jail and he was just recorded in the jail. He's telling you how.
So I had the phone like 3 feet away from my face and I wrapped the mattress around my head and recorded. Yo. It was crazy, man. On my knees too.
And you had the beat?
It was crazy, bro.
You had the beat in the headphones?
Yes, I had the beat in a separate, exactly. So the beat was in a separate phone.
Niggas talking crazy, Gigi, so we gotta stay righteous. Gotta stand on business.
So, you know, it went into the iPhone as acapella. And then we had to spread it to the studio and the engineer.
Yeah. Of course. You must have an amazing engineer or a set of engineers.
A set of them. Big up Dunwell and big up Red Bull. Yeah, man. Trust me.
Man, that is. And then so let me ask, like, what time of day would you record? Like, was there people watching you record?
Most of the time we had to record like at night, but sometimes it had to be like at 12 o'clock when most of the officers would be like on lunch break.
Oh,
Yeah, so like, and I would still have to be watching. So I'd be like,
yeah.
keeper, and then I had to get up and look. You know what I mean? So it was crazy. It was line by line. Like, yeah, it was crazy. You know what I mean? But it had to be.
So they didn't. So you just record all your vocals.
The niggas can record in jail. Niggas can record anywhere. Dada, we gonna have to get the booth popping, GG. Fuck it. There's a booth. There's a sound. Let's go.
Take a moment of silence and peace. Rest in peace, rich homie.
You heard me?
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, rich homie Quan. Listen, man. I'ma say it. When they were talking about it on Clubhouse, and they were like, how do they know?
You know why I listen to you, dog? That nigga Wacky's full of shit. He's always so full of shit that we wanna hear it. Sometimes he be speaking the shit, but you can tell he be telling you he's a lie. But when he said, oh yeah, Crip man maybe snitch, like, why the fuck would you even try to do that to that man? Like, you know he didn't. Oh, we gonna still running? Nah, fuck out of here. You don't run your fucking pockets.
I'm so mad. Where follow you? When I see that? Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello.
Okay, so you tried to bring up the Irv Gotti thing. So explain how this went down. Okay, so you tried to bring up the Irv Gotti thing. So explain how this went down.
That's crazy.
Oh man, let's talk
Well, let's see what he got to say about that shit.
At Domino's, we
Let's see what he got to say about the Irv Gotti thing.
giving you less for the same price. But we're gonna give you.
Okay, so you tried to bring up the Irv Gotti thing. So explain how this went down. You exposed that Irv Gotti is using a walker when nobody knew about this?
Listen, I get a lot of shit in my war chest. Shout out to Beast. He oversees the war chest. People send me all kind of shit, right? I'm on Clubhouse in the morning. I'm like, yo, the story I heard Gotti is broke. They're like, what story? We on the morning show. Our boy TG3 up there, top left. We just got rid of the bozo bitch. You know, we got tired of her coming in the morning, funky breath shit like she knows she is. But I was like, fake witch bitch. So I was like, yo, Irv Gotti is putting the story up. And like, what story? I said, we had a stroke. He got to walk and shit. She's like, why stop around? I'm like, bro, go get the story, put it up top. I didn't realize it hadn't come out. So I had the photo, about 2 days. They're like, Wack, come on, bro. Like the New Yorkers on me now. Zine, they like J.O., they like, yo, Wack, come on, bro. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't run like that. Hold on, PTR. I'll put the picture up.
Oh, so you already have the picture. Okay.
Add it. I should have written the picture.
Yeah, the
Do you
picture.
know what health complications he's dealing with?
And stroke.
Oh, shit.
Right? So I went and put the picture up on my IG and said, pray for Irv Gotti. I guess 50 Cent burnt out ass.
He took it.
Took it, mentions me, and says some shit about now he can't see my something. I don't know what he's saying. So I guess the family mad at me. First they was denying it, and next thing you know, I seen everybody like, 5 o'clock in the morning, guess who calls me?
So 50 posted and deleted, I'm guessing, since I don't see it.
Guess who called me at 5 in the morning?
Who called you?
Harvey.
Harvey from TMZ, got it.
Personally. Harvey on my, he talking crap. What the f is this? I'm like, yo, bro, it's what it is. Like, you know, the people down there, it's what it is. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say? Because he talked to me directly and they put it up. And when they put it up, it went crazy.
I'm not going to be able to find a version of this, but 50 wrote, damn homie, in high school you was the man, homie, what the fuck happened to you? I want Irv to get well so you can have to watch my next wave, LOL. That's so sick that, see, look, he deleted it. That's so sick that he's still beefing with him after all these years.
Look at this shit. See, that's shit.
Yeah, the image began circulating after Wack 100 revealed that he saw Irv Gotti outside of a health rehab facility while speaking on a podcast earlier this week.
Bro.
Were you on a podcast? Or
I was on the 100 side of Clubhouse.
Right.
We the biggest thing rolling.
Not a podcast, though.
We everything.
Clubhouse room.
No. We the 100 side. Put some respect on our name, Adam.
Well, but still not a podcast. No matter how much you like it, it's not a podcast. But then look, Irv clarified to the Shade Room, I'm getting older, that's all. Only thing worse than getting old is not getting old. His rep confirmed to the outlet that Gotti is currently focused on his upcoming biopic, and that his sons were upset about Wack 100 revealing his medical condition. Look, children have been hurt by you.
Listen, I put up pray for Irv.
Yeah, but it's kind of sarcastic, right?
No, I'm not 50. I know Irv. I got no problem with Irv.
Oh, okay.
Pray for Irv. Weirdo, if something happened to me, I would open him up and say, pray for me. Now listen.
If I have cancer and you post about it before you reach out to me personally, that's an act of aggression. You've exposed my medical history.
Hold on, bro. Let me tell you why I thought it was already out. Now, I had it.
I want to
That's crazy.
do my own cancer rollout.
Okay. Listen.
My death rollout should be at my control.
When you think it's out,
I mean, he's walking down what looks like a fairly public street. Yeah, it could be a street.
and it's text on the picture already.
Walking with the OG today at Irv Gotti.
Are you trying to see?
Well, I want to see who posted it. Oh, it doesn't say it's cut off.
What y'all on, GGs?
Okay.
You slick, Adam.
I just wanted to see.
Why, nigga? Avocado's mad good for you, Dundada. You crazy, nigga? Avocado's the best thing coming, Dundada, for health.
I didn't see who it was.
Man, avocado, you fucking crazy? I don't know what, y'all,
You
nigga.
see that, right? Look.
I admire 50 still having this much hatred for Irv, though.
You admire? That's crazy.
DMX ex-wife?
I don't know.
Are they mad at
50 years
DMX
later.
ex-wife?
DMX's ex-wife.
Came out and said you guys are alive. We ain't doing no business with her about the DMX story. It's a lie. We're open for business. So are you mad at her?
I don't know anything about that. I just
Pull
found
it
out
up.
about that now.
DMX ex-wife said they are not doing any business with her.
DMX wife Irv Gotti. DMX's family is not working on Irv Gotti's documentary 3 days ago.
Are you mad at her? Why are you mad at me?
There's
for
absolutely
fucking,
nothing about this situation that can make me mad.
Look,
But that is.
look, bro.
I wish we never got to see
DMX
wearing a, well, it says fly head. It doesn't say your
Shout
head,
out
it
to
says
the
fly heads, yes.
X.
Shout out to him for not dyeing his beard. He's a better man than us.
Dark man X with DMX.
But I mean, that is like a painful thing for a lot of people to accept, is that at some point somebody might make a documentary about you or someone you love, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. It's happened to a lot of people.
No, you can't do that. His ex-wife got that.
But you can make a documentary about someone and not, like, I could make a 2-hour Wack 100 YouTube video right now.
Yeah, all day long.
And nobody can
I
stop
bet you
me.
won't do it.
No, the last thing I want to do is think about you more in my downtime.
Oh, King Davis, when we outside, we in the hill with it right now, man. Y'all ain't even gonna believe what we finna.
I keep saying is that you ain't never been in the club and a nigga got the same feeling as you, bro.
Bro,
brother.
Not like that.
I think I know him.
Hey, you see Soldier Boy? Him and his man wearing the same clothes.
If you took a picture with your man or any man at a club rocking the same outfit, bro, shit, that might be some NLE chopper shit. I'm coming out. That's a I'm coming out type of move. I'm coming out.
What is it, man? Black.
You can't imitate the real Dada.
No, it never came back.
Alright, you do give me like
Real lightning.
vibes. Like,
You ain't gonna be able to imitate the speed of light. Speed of light is absolute just the speed of light. Can't imitate the speed of light. You could try, you could make, but speed of light is always gonna be speed of light is always gonna go. It's always gonna be going.
A famous OnlyFans model got her career terminated for trying to extort him, and an old-time rapper got humbled by Kai for trying to talk down to streamers. This is what happens when Kai Cenat humbles entitled celebrities. Kai is a household name.
Yeah, that's what's up. Let's see. Let's see.
$1.99.
That nigga.
5 items only.
Let's see.
Victory each
See.
side.
Let's see his little. Let's see how he's moving. How he's hitting with the sniper. If he's sniping. Who's that? I don't know.
Terminated for trying to extort him, and an old-time rapper got humbled by Kai for trying to talk down to streamers. This is what happens when
Old head. Joe Budden.
entitled celebrities.
Joe Budden. That's different.
What up, YouTube? This is Getting Radio back at you with another video.
When algae.
What up, YouTube? This is Getting Radio back at
Nigga
you
Wayne,
with another
this
video. I want to give a double
Jay-Z,
salute to all of my
Beyonce.
supporters and anyone what.
I
What up,
know a
YouTube?
song.
This
I
is
know a song. Lil Wayne probably hit Beyonce.
Getting Radio back at
You
you
know
with
Lil Wayne hit
another
that.
video. I want to give a double salute to all of my supporters and anyone watching this
You know Lil
video
Wayne hit
right now.
Beyonce.
If
You know Lil Wayne hit Beyonce, nigga.
like,
Y'all be thinking Drake. Hell no, nigga. Lil Wayne, nigga. Lil Wayne hit that. Don't listen to Drake. Lil Wayne.
Okay, man, Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and we all look forward to the halftime show, man. And considering the fact that the Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans this year, everyone was expecting Lil Wayne to get the nod for the halftime performance show, right? But they selected Kendrick Lamar, man. People are in a frenzy, upset, calling out Jay-Z, saying that he's all kinds of wrong, man. And Wack 100 is reacting to the news of Lil Wayne not getting selected, and he's saying that the Super Bowl is bigger than New Orleans. The Super Bowl is bigger than Louisiana. The Super Bowl is a worldwide event, and people really want to see the hottest artist right now. And after defeating Drake in a battle, Kendrick Lamar is hot as fish grease right now. It is interesting. I'm going to let y'all get to it. Shout out to Wack.
Ah! The nigga's crazy. Nah, Lil Wayne hit that. Lil Wayne must have hit that.
Like, y'all should step in. Y'all do 11 Super Bowls in New Orleans, man. Y'all have yet to put a hip-hop artist from New Orleans on the damn Super Bowl. Sure, y'all have put artists on the Super Bowl back in the days, Al Hurt, and the list goes on. Not too many. You know, I feel like every time y'all come here, y'all should have somebody from our city on this shit. But this time, it really hit hard when you don't have Lil Wayne on the show. I don't see how y'all don't have Lil Wayne doing the halftime show. Somebody that has a whole bunch of hits, and somebody that really deserves it, and somebody that can bring out multiple artists of all genres. Think about it. So this goes to you, Roger Goodell. You need to get it right, man. You're coming in our city, sucking up our culture, and making up all this money, and putting all this bread in your pocket.
Because Lil Wayne might bring Drake on.
And leaving us dry, hanging us dry. You gotta stop.
I mean, it seems like all these New Orleans artists are really feeling the same way.
But here go the thing, right? Let me just give everybody a different way of looking at it, right? New Orleans is a very minute factor when it comes to the Super Bowl. New Orleans is a very minute factor when it comes to the halftime show. Any motherfucking city is a minute factor when it comes to the Super Bowl and the halftime show. I'm going to tell you why. flying to New Orleans to go to the Super Bowl than the people actually from New Orleans. Second of all, the viewership of the Super Bowl and the halftime show is what drives everything up when it comes to the commercial ads and all that shit. So when you think about it, they're based it on who the people want to see right now. Viewership. Nationwide. This is not about who New Orleans wants to see right now. They're based it on who the people want to see right now. And unfortunately, Kendrick Lamar is hot as a motherfucking firecracker. If the whole Kendrick and Drake shit wouldn't have happened, I don't think Kendrick would have been the one selected right now. I believe he might would have made Super Bowl next year, which is in the bank. But I think it's another L. I think it's another L for Drake because you fused the situation to get him hot, which he now is kind of sort of in his own little way in your backyard. But New Orleans is not a factor when it comes to the NFL selection who's doing an halftime show. The city that it's in is not a factor. It could be, but they base it on viewership. The viewership is more dominant than what's in the arena.
It's getting motherfuckers just hating on and Kendrick because motherfuckers was not saying nothing on Beyonce performed 10 years ago. Nobody was saying nothing about no damn Lil Wayne 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, you mentioned one. Let's not Kendrick Beyonce thing. Let's not do that. That's too good.
But no, I'm saying though, her performing like nobody said nothing. Nobody mentioned Lil Wayne.
Yeah, you mentioned the point. They haven't had a rapper, is what he's saying, at the Super Bowl. New Orleans. Now you guys are opening the lane up for a rapper to do the halftime show in New Orleans, and you go get somebody from somewhere else when you got the likes of Lil Wayne or whatever, or just the crew or whatever it may be, is what they saying. So when it's a lane for a rapper, all of a sudden you overlook the rappers of New Orleans, the rappers of Louisiana in general. That motherfucker could have. Yeah, you know, it's all just Louisiana. And you got every shit. You got all kinds of motherfuckers in Louisiana. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just Louisiana alone. You know, Kevin Gates, Boosie, Chris, the whole Cash Money crew. You know, whoever's around from No Limit. You know, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing some other people, but I just know the NFL, they're gonna like, all right, what we doing? Jay-Z definitely got to say so. And if I'm mistaken, I believe Lil Wayne took a shot at Beyonce one of them songs. I really believe that happened. Matter of fact, I know that happened. In New York, they play the long game. They like Jigga playing the long game. I can hear it. I helped you out on the situation, and you took a shot at it. So I think y'all looking at it like, you know, it's New Orleans. The NFL looking at it like, nigga, we ain't just depending on New Orleans. And right now,
and this is the first time I ever heard controversy over the city of what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard of it?
First of all, you only got 3 major cities that's gonna talk crazy about it. New York, California, right? And New Orleans. Unless the motherfuckers go to Detroit and they don't put them up there, ain't nobody else got nothing to say.
Right, so even
Chicago might have something to say because you got Kanye and like some little dirt and shit like that. So you gotta throw them Chicago, Detroit, New York, LA, New Orleans, and Atlanta. Atlanta can talk some shit too. There's too many artists in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Why you would say that about Miami?
Hell no, because I ain't gonna front it. There ain't a whole lot of niggas that can beat their chest down there. Yeah, I'm telling you, give them to me, bro. We talking A-list superstar type motherfucker.
That's crazy.
No, hold on, just being real. See, you gotta understand. Detroit got Eminem up here, right? Chicago, you got Kanye, Lil Durk, motherfuckers like that. You know, you can even, shit like that, right? LA is a host of it. New York is a host of it. Atlanta, a host of it. New Orleans, you got the whole motherfucking Cash Money moving and just all through the state of Louisiana.
But Jay-Z, he's holding, he ain't no fucking Birdman, so he's here.
We all got Cali, nigga, I think he's from Louisiana.
Birdman been at 100 million of money on that. Birdman touched 100 million way before Jay-Z touched 100 million.
We got, what's my man, Flo Rida? Well, Flo, you got
be the one.
Birdman touched 100 minutes way before Jay-Z touched 100 minutes. That's crazy. It's true. Birdman's his CEO. But now Jay-Z went to Jeff and did some other shit with other, like, niggas alright, Jay-Z, yeah, but you know Birdman, though. I don't know, you know Birdman. We don't listen to Drake, but I fuck with Birdman as a CEO. I fuck with Birdman, I fuck with Lil Wayne. And Drake is the hottest, whatever, so, you know what I'm saying? Drake things, but I just don't listen to Drake, but, oh, that shit different. That shit different. That Fiji butter, that ain't good. Put you on timing, because if you see it, it's a wrap. Yeah, beef. Academics speaking out, back. Let me find out actually they're doing his homework. Find out actually they're doing his homework. See.
Wayne as well. You know what I'm saying? As I said, this is the real two birds, one stone.
Dropped this track On One with Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and Drake. At the end of Drake's verse, it's speculated that he sent subliminal shots towards Jay-Z and Kanye, saying that the throne is for the taking, telling everyone to watch him take it, which is a clear reference to Watch the Throne.
I'm just feeling like the throne is for the taking. Watch me take it.
Immediate speculation would begin circulating about this line, so Drake would take to Twitter that same day to deny that he was dissing Jay-Z. Hope of all people has not lost it. That's God Body Flow. That same day, as Drake was rolling out his second album, Take Care, he dropped a track called Dreams Money Can Buy on his OVO blog site. On this track, it's speculated that Drake sent more subliminals at Jay-Z. This track would eventually be re-released in 2019 on the compilation album Care Package.
So we got beef. So this nigga been dissing niggas on his shit?
That summer, on August 29th, 2011, Lil Wayne dropped his album, The Carter 4. On the track It's Good, featuring Drake and Jadakiss, Wayne would respond to Jay-Z's disses towards Birdman on Ham, where he would threaten to kidnap Beyonce and take out Jay-Z.
Damn, that's how you can't do it.
Would throw some shots towards Jay-Z as well.
Play it.
In defense of Lil Wayne and Birdman at the beginning of his verse.
Please pardon my brother, he's just angry. Don't have your heart in your rap shit.
On November 11th, 2011,
He said he's gonna
Drake was
kidnap
sitting down
Beyonce?
with Billboard for an
Little
interview.
Wayne say he's gonna kidnap Beyonce, but Little
He
Wayne
was
did.
asked
He's
about
different.
never winning a Grammy despite having 6 nominations at this point.
By the way, I think Kendrick took all the 3 Grammys, bro. That's another part of their little competitiveness.
In 2009, Drake's track Best I Ever Had lost to Jay-Z's track DOA. So in this interview, Drake speaks about how losing to Hov angered him. But the one that really got to me was when I lost to DOA for Best I Ever Had. That one to me was like, really? Not to say that Jay-Z isn't the most incredible rapper and that DOA wasn't a good song. I just felt like they had an option to give me a Grammy for a mixtape, and they just didn't do it because it goes against the grain of everything that is traditional. On November 15th,
That's
2011,
crazy.
Drake dropped his album Take Care. On the track The Ride, it's once again speculated that Drake took subliminal shots at Jay-Z. A couple of weeks later, Jay-Z would share a handwritten note on the OVO blog site congratulating Drake on selling 631,000 copies in the first week with Take Care.
That's what I like about Jay, man. You see, when you're a legendary hater, sometimes you gotta give props. But really, you gotta disguise the hate. You gotta disguise the hate. Shout out to the old, bro.
That ain't shout out. Ho's a
Monster
fucking
Numbers
hater.
comes in.
Legendary
Part of
hater
your
though.
journey. Peace.
You right.
Hov. After this, beef rumors
That's
would be
just crazy.
quieted following Jay's comments, and things would settle down in 2012 and 2013. Drake was gearing up for the release of his 3rd album, Nothing Was the
So
Same.
why Hov having to
Now,
go?
by this
Jay
time,
Prince and them.
Drake was just dominating.
This is all fucked
Everything
up.
he touched was a colossal hit record. On July 25th, 2013,
So you gotta stay out the way,
Jay-Z
nigga.
did an
The
interview
Cash
with
Money,
Kobe
the
Wilson, where
Birdman
he
stood over
was
here
in
with Slim.
competition with Drake, saying that Drake's the Kobe Bryant to his Michael Jordan. There's a respect thing there, but there's also a competitive thing, and it's done in the right way. He's definitely the one that's reared his head as the guy. He's definitely Kobe Bryant. That August, Drake brought out Kanye at the 2013 OVO Fest, where Ye would say that him and Jay wouldn't have done Watch the Throne if it wasn't for Drake putting so much pressure on them by taking over the game.
And we wouldn't be able to make the music that we make. Me and Hov would have never made Watch the Throne if this wasn't putting pressure on us like that.
On September 24th, 2013, Drake dropped his album Nothing Was the Same. On the track Pound Cake, Jay-Z is featured. Now it is said that Jay-Z actually ended up sending Drake 2 verses that were sent to appear on his album Magna Carta Holy Grail, but he decided to send it to Drake instead to put on Pound Cake. On the first line of his verse, Jay-Z actually dissed Drake when he said that he had Benzes before Drake had braces.
I had Benzes, but you had braces.
On part 2 of the track called Paris Morton Music 2, Drake would seemingly respond to Jay's line. Later in the verse, he says that he studied the game from past artists like Jay-Z, but now he's doing it better.
Like I didn't study the game to the letter and understand that I'm not doing it the same and I'm doing it better.
That same day, Drake appeared on Hot 97 for an interview to speak on his album, and he spoke on Pound Cake and his relationship with Jay-Z. Drake would say that they have a great relationship and that Hov is a great mentor to him.
So you have like built a nice relationship with him.
I mean, yeah, I think like one of the strongest, I think, if not the strongest.
Of all the other
Yeah.
rappers?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah, I know, yeah, he's like, he's just like an incredible mentor to me, and gives me great guidance. He's very, very supportive. And,
Is that a new relationship or were you guys always cool?
no, it's always been like that, you know, I mean, I think, the more I think
How the fuck does Drake think that he fucking? How the fuck does Drake think like he's playing the game like them? Yo, Drake is trying to act with yo. Someone's schooling Drake, bro. He's acting like he's savage when he. Jay-Z's about to start killing him. I'm surprised he's still alive. By the way he's talking.
warrant.
Damn, Jay ain't about nothing. Cause Jay-Z be killing for less.
I saw him last night. He's like,
You seen what he did to Aaliyah and everybody. You seen, yo.
We like Cobra.
oh yeah, of course.
After this, it seemed as if everything was cool between the two, but that would be short-lived. Just months later, in February 2014, Drake did an interview with Rolling Stone where he would take a jab at Jay-Z for having art references in his songs. It's like Hope can't drop bars these days without at least 4 art references. I would love to collect at some point, but I think the whole rap/art world thing
This is a little fucking line for line shit like that, but hey, it is what it is.
Hearing that Drake is calling him corny, probably had him fuming.
Drake, of all people, calling you corny is just crazy. So of course, Jay-Z was not going to go for this. The next month, on March 23rd, 2014, Jay-Z and his Rock Nation protege, Jay Electronica, dropped a freestyle over Soulja Boy's We Made It beat. Now this in itself was a shot at Drake, because in late 2013, Drake did his own version over this exact beat. On his verse, Jay-Z would directly respond to Drake's comments in his Rolling Stone interview, where he would apologize to Drake for the art references, but calls him Mrs. Drizzy.
Sorry, Mrs. Drizzy, for some hot shot talk. It's really me rapping about what I really bought. Why these rappers rap about gun name shot.
A week later, on April 1st, 2014, Day, which is dedicated to the then rookie football star Johnny Manziel. On this track, it's speculated that he clapped back at Jay-Z with some subliminals.
I think I'm on my 8th flow, just watch me paint flow. We all do it for the art, so I can never hate them.
Later that month, during an NBA playoff game between the Toronto Raptors and the Brooklyn Nets, which of course Drake, hailing from Toronto, supports the Raptors, and Jay-Z, being from Brooklyn, supports the Nets. During an on-court interview, Drake would send more shots at Jay-Z, saying, "This is the people's team out here tonight. You know what I mean? Toronto Raptors." Jay-Z somewhere eating a fondue plate. On May 13th, 2014, DJ Khaled dropped the track They Don't Love You No More with Meek Mill, French Montana, Rick Ross, and Jay-Z. On his verse, Jay-Z clapped back at Drake for his disses on his track Draft Day. Fast forward to February 13th, 2015, Drake dropped his album.
Those actually, I obviously knew about the Sorry Miss Drizzy for so much art talk. Yeah, I knew that one. Ooh, I didn't know about the last one.
If you're reading this, it's too late. And on the track 6 p.m. in New York, he sent more subliminal shots towards Jay-Z, saying that he should be the 3rd member of the Throne duo.
You rapping like the Throne should be the 3 of y'all.
That same year, in 2015, Jay-Z would announce the relaunch of his newly bought streaming service called Tidal. At the launch announcement, a bunch of big names were on stage, except for Drake. That's because it was reported that Drake turned down Jay's offer to partner with Tidal. According to Billboard, Drake was supposed to be one of the many celebrities that signed on for joint ownership of Tidal at a star-studded launch ceremony back in March, but he dropped out as late as 2 days before the event. Drake seemingly rejected the offer because he did not want to be under Jay-Z and would end up signing a $19 million deal with Apple, which was a direct competitor of Tidal. In the summer of 2015, Drake and Meek Mill would be engaged in a beef, prompting Drake to drop a diss track called Charged Up on July 27, 2015. On this track, he speaks about signing the deal with Apple and throwing shots at Jay-Z's Tidal, keeping in mind that Meek Mill is a Rock Nation artist. Drake uses the word in Tidal.
How the fuck is Jay-Z beefing with Drake? That shit shows that Jay-Z is fucking soft. How you beefing with Drake? You supposed to be beefing with Dame, nigga. How you beefing with Drake? That shit different. I don't know what Jay-Z. I don't know. Jay-Z is a kind of hater shit like that. Like, Drake, like, who the fuck, like, yo, this shit's crazy. You beefing with Drake. That shows a lot.
Let's go, girls.
Cocker pet hair like
I know that shit a lot. Trying over there thing. How the fuck you beefing with Drake, Jay-Z? Must be beefing with Birdman or some shit. Birdman ain't beefing though. Birdman ain't beefing.
I'm trying to take that
Nothing
life,
what?
I still got love for my idols. I got me a deal with Apple and I still feel entitled.
On January 31st, 2016, Drake would start off the year dropping a track called Summer 16. On this track, Drake took a really disrespectful jab at Jay-Z.
I used to wanna be young Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay.
A couple of months later, on April 5th, 2016, Drake would drop his album Views. That same day, he dropped a track called Pop Style, along with One Dance as singles promoting the album. The tracks were released for exclusive digital download on iTunes. On the single version of the track, Pop Style features the duo of Kanye West and Jay-Z, listed as The Throne. On this track, Jay-Z just did a single line, not a verse. Now on the album itself, Drake did his own version of the track, leaving Jay-Z and Ye off it. Drake would later explain why Jay-Z only had a single line on the track the next month in an interview with Zane Lowe. Of course, people want to hear Jay-Z rap, so hearing him do 2 lines might be frustrating to a certain audience. That's just landed in my lap. I just dealt with it accordingly. It didn't play out how I wanted it to as far as business or whatever goes, so I figured it would be easier to go with my version. Sometimes we just fall on opposite sides of the spectrum. It's always mutual respect, but sometimes it has to be from afar. According to Kanye, at a show during his St. Pablo tour in October of that year, the track was scrapped from Drake's album due to streaming politics with Apple and Tidal, also out of respect for Meek Mill.
But then it went out of that paranoid title,
That summer, on June 26, 2016, DJ Khaled dropped his track, I Got the Keys, with Future and Jay-Z. Throughout the track, Jay-Z took more subliminals at Drake. On the first verse, he opened up responding to Drake's Summer 16 jab, saying that he can't be him until he owns his masters.
It's always asking me to keep. Till you own, you can't be free. Till you own, you can't be me.
On the second verse, he once again sent subliminal shots at Drake.
A real life, they like me. A real life, I'm like, no.
A couple of months later, on October 23rd, 2016, Drake and 21 Savage dropped their track Sneak It.
He look like he wanna
And
cry.
on this verse, Drake sent subliminal
Drake look like he wanna cry.
for saying
He
that
did that
Drake
shit
owns
personal.
his
He's just like
masters.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Drake the same
He says
nigga.
that Jay didn't own
Drake
his
and Jay-Z the
masters
same
right
nigga.
away, which is true because Jay-Z didn't own his masters until 2015. So Drake says to have some patience and he'll be right there with him.
Ain't on it right away, I had to wait up. Man, I'm only 29, have some patience with us.
A couple of months later, on February 12, 2017, DJ Khaled dropped the track Shining with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
What's also like forgotten about is that Jay popped up on these Khaled records and gave those moments because he used that to sign Khaled to Rock Nation. Remember, Khaled was on Rock Nation.
On his verse,
For management, he was managing. He managed Khaled on Rock Nation, and he gave Khaled like a bunch of verses.
first, Jay-Z sent subliminal shots back at Drake once again, referencing the Summer 16 record.
Trust otherwise, all better. I know you ain't talking numbers right. I know you ain't talking summers right.
Later that year, in November 2017, Jay-Z was on his 444 tour, and he decided
Sound like
to
Meek
pay
Mill's
homage
on that
to
shit.
Drake,
Meek Mill sound like Diddy.
tracks Know
The
Yourself
fuck?
and KMT, while Drake was actually in attendance in Toronto. After this, people would think that the beef would be squashed, as the two appeared to be on good terms. The next year, on June 29, 2018, Drake dropped his album Scorpion, and on the track Talk.
No, I get what the
Jay-Z
fuck that nigga Orlando
featured.
Brown be saying.
One
What
line
the
in
fuck?
particular I
It
want
makes
to
sense
mention
sometimes.
was at the very end of
That shit
Jay's
crazy.
verse. He talks about killing X, which is a reference to the murder of the late rapper XXX Tentacion. Drake has been heavily speculated to have allegedly had something to do with X's murder. So I find it funny that Jay mentioned this here. It's also been said that Hov recorded his verse while in Europe for the On the Run 2 tour days before the album's release, and X was killed 11 days prior.
Streets is done.
On that album was a track called Survival, where Drake would reference how he's trading shots with the GOAT, which is referring to Jay-Z, and how they talked about their subliminal beef.
Taking shots with the gold and talking about shots that we sending.
The next month, while Jay and Beyonce were still on their On the Run 2 tour, they stopped in Detroit, where Drake and Jay-Z would link up, being photographed by Roc Nation Senior Vice President Lenny S. This would mark their first time being photographed together in over 5 years. In December of 2019, Drake did his infamous Rap Radar interview, where he would speak on his beef with Jay-Z.
That nigga looking scared. I wasn't taking no picture.
But you like the sparring, you know, because like you say, you take shots with the GOAT. You talk about the shots that you said with Jay-Z. Like, why has that relationship?
You can tell Drake's slow.
I think
Drake
they
ain't
have a
no
lot of
street
respect
nigga.
for me, and he's aware of the
And I
massive
rolled
amount
up,
of respect that I have for him.
And trying to be a street nigga is crazy.
And I think we both enjoyed our
He's getting paid. Academics getting paid by Drake or some shit.
checking a young boy and me.
I feel like academics getting paid by that nigga.
After this,
I did
nothing
not
else
just say
happened.
this shit.
In
What
late
the fuck you talking about?
2021, on Drake's album Certified Lover Boy, Jay-Z was featured on the track called Love All.
That's
Who do you think
different.
had the upper hand in this subliminal match? Drake or Jay-Z?
Interesting. Now,
You're not tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
this is the Jay and Wayne one. I'm not gonna play all of it. I want to get to relevant parts. Some of the stuff that you might not know about.
I didn't know that.
What really happened with Jay and Wayne is a very interesting thing because there's at times when
I didn't know that.
Wayne was falling out with Birdman, or when Wayne was in contract negotiations, Jay was actually there.
Jay was already solidified as one of the greatest. On the third verse of this track, Jay-Z says that he's going to drop the Black Album, then retire as the best rapper alive. Later that year, on November 14th, 2003, Jay-Z dropped his quote-unquote final album, The Black Album. After this, Lil Wayne saw that the throne was for the taking.
I think that's when is Carter one at that time? Wayne goes on a run from 2004, I want to say mid-2004.
Nigga, Lil Wayne took over, nigga, and he didn't even have the back. Jay-Z never had the spot. That was DMX spot. DMX was still alive. What the fuck, DMX was alive?
Now,
DMX took over.
definitely worth noting
DMX had
is
the
that
spot.
Jay-Z is one of Lil Wayne's favorite rappers of all time. And
DMX
Wayne
had the
looks at
spot.
Jay-Z as his idol. So this also could play a factor in this back and forth. Now, everything was cool between Jay and Wayne initially.
DMX had
but
the
after
spot.
Jay dropped the Black Album is when things would go left. In 2003, Lil Wayne was gearing up to drop his 4th album, which would be the first installment of the Carter series.
Jay-Z
The
ain't
album
fucking
was
with
originally
DMX.
supposed to drop in late 2003,
And he ain't
but would be
fucking with
delayed
Birdman.
due to Wayne's change in direction of the music, and some of the featured artists that were on the album weren't with Cash Money, so he put the unfinished album on a mixtape called The Drought, which dropped on October 2nd, 2003. Lil Wayne would then start making his 4th album, The Carter, all over again. On February 1st, 2004, Lil Wayne dropped his mixtape, The Prefix. And on this mixtape, he pays homage to Jay-Z by rapping over several beats of Hov's. On April 17th, 2004, Lil Wayne dropped the first single for The Carter, which was a track called Bring It Back, featuring Manny Fresh. On the outro to the track is when Lil Wayne would take the first official shots at Jay-Z on wax, when he said this.
Get out of here. Yeah, Wayne been trying to take out. Oh, so he was going to shelf him. Looky. Yo, Birdman saved Lil Wayne's life, his dumb ass. Birdman actually a real nigga, bro. Birdman's a real nigga. He was gonna shelf him. He gonna do him like DMX. Jay-Z would have did fucking this nigga bad. Who lucky? Birdman saved Lil Wayne's fucking career, bro.
A clear shot towards Jay-Z.
Before going over there, you might as well die, nigga, because you gonna get shelved anyway.
Best rapper alive since the best rapper.
That's crazy, Dada.
Jay the best.
Birdman actually.
But Jay-Z was still retired, and in 2004 would become the new president of Def Jam, so he didn't respond, of course. A couple of months later, on June 25th, 2004, just 4 days before the Carter drop, Lil Wayne sat down with IGN for an interview. In the interview, Wayne was asked about the line at the end of Bring It Back. In quotes, "You got a line at the end of Bring It Back where you say best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. That's a pretty heavy boast to lay down on wax. Do you think anybody is going to test you on that?" Wayne responded saying, quote, "We have yet to see. If anybody does try to test me, then I swear to you I'll eat them for breakfast, and I'll tell you how it was next interview." Then the interviewer asked, "Will you eat them with milk?" To which Wayne responded saying, quote, "Nah, I don't eat nothing to digest it down with. They are weaklings." 4 days later, on June 29th, 2004, Lil Wayne dropped his fourth album, Carter. During this time, Destiny's Child were gearing up to drop their fifth and final album as a group called Destiny Fulfilled, which was set to drop in November of that year. Now, if you know, Beyonce is a part of Destiny's Child, which of course is Jay-Z's wife. One of the singles from the album is titled Soldier, featuring T.I. and Lil Wayne. Now, it's been said that Jay-Z actually was the one that requested Lil Wayne to be featured on this track, so Hope was definitely paying close attention to Weezy. After dropping the Carter, Lil Wayne's contract with Cash Money was fulfilled, and he was now a free agent. So in December 2004, the then president of Def Jam, Jay-Z, was trying to sign Lil Wayne to Def Jam/Rockefeller. Lil Wayne ultimately declined Jay's offer, and on February 7, 2005, Lil Wayne resigned with Cash Money Records. Wayne told MTV News about declining Jay's offer, saying, quote, "It was very tough, but you know, I'm a loyal dude. I stick with the fam. But I hope we could do something in the future with my fam and his fam." Jay-Z would speak on the meeting he had with Lil Wayne on a Breakfast Club interview.
Yo, Jay-Z is out. Yo, it's beef. It's beef with Birdman and Jay-Z, nigga, trying to take Lil Wayne. Why you trying to take Lil Wayne, nigga? Because you know you was going to shelf him. You know you try to put him in your hand so you could the best rapper alive. You was going to let him be the best rapper alive. You was going to try to do him like Kanye. Nah, nigga. Yo, you trying to do that nigga dirty, nigga. Fuck Jay-Z think he is, bro. You was gonna sign nobody. Shut up. Let's hear what you was gonna say.
So in December 2004, the then president of Def Jam, Jay-Z, was trying to sign Lil Wayne to Def Jam/Rockefeller.
Don't sign nobody, nigga.
Lil Wayne ultimately declined.
How you gonna say you could have signed him, nigga? No, you wouldn't. You couldn't. These niggas had this nigga since you was nigga. You could have signed him. Bro, no, you couldn't have. Not Lil Wayne, bro.
Offer saying, quote, "It was very tough, but you know, I'm a
got their head stuck up their ass.
with the fam. But I hope we could do something in the
Signed
future
him.
with
Nigga, no, you couldn't have, nigga. It was always gonna be a no, nigga.
Speak on the meeting he
The
had
further
with
nigga,
Lil
you been with Cash Money since he was Sting, nigga. They made that nigga. You think they was gonna pull out fucking like, nigga? You got you whatever you want, Cash, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? You helped build this shit, nigga. You got your own empire. Why would you go to his empire? Why would you go to his empire? You helped build Cash Money, nigga. You got a whole empire right here. It makes no sense.
I think we received a letter at
Come on.
office.
Come on, little grasshopper.
I was like, whoa, this force? I could have signed him. I could have signed him and then told him after, but you know, I did the right thing, and I'm cool with that decision.
In 2016,
Yeah, right.
Lil Wayne did an interview with Shade 45, Sirius XM, where he recalled a meeting he had with Jay-Z about signing to Def Jam and Rockefeller, where he claims that Hov only offered him $175,000. Lil Wayne also spoke about signing with Rockefeller/Def Jam in 2005 in an interview with Smack DVD on his tour bus.
You know, like, and it's been in the press, the streets talk. She was recently about to go to Def Jam. This nigga old. You know what I'm saying? What was that about?
Yeah, yeah, I was hollering that hoe, but as far as, you know, about to go, you probably couldn't say whatever about it, but the situation was, we had a conversation and, you know, a conversation with Weezy and Ho could take to the high plateau.
If I'm tripping, or Wayne sounds like, even though he looks inebriated here, when Wayne talks these days, like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if it's maybe the health problem.
I mean, he's younger than.
He sounds clearer here.
No shit.
Even if it's just a conversation, it's going to be more than that because we are who we
His
are.
teeth or something happened.
But yeah, the conversation was about me joining Def Jam or the Rockefeller team or whatever. You know, we didn't agree on certain things or whatever the situation was, it didn't work out. And I'm here where I am, but you know, it's all love.
As rumors were spreading about Wayne signing to Def Jam/Rockefeller, somewhere in 2005, Lil Wayne was performing at a club in Jackson, Mississippi, which was being aired on WJTV-12 CBS, dubbed as the Admission Granted special, where he would say that he's now a Def Jam artist, and the next time we see him, he'll be with the boy Jay-Z.
I think that is all about the pool. I'm a Def Jam artist now, man. So, next time you see me, I'm gonna be with the boy Jay-Z.
Now, obviously, this never ended up happening, so maybe Wayne was just trying to trick the media into thinking he was signed to Def Jam. Later that year, on December 6, 2005, Lil Wayne dropped his album, The Carter 2, and on this is a track called Best Rapper Alive, where Wayne once again boasts about being the best rapper alive. The next year, in 2006, Lil Wayne
beef now.
Music
I feel like they said that just so they could be lenient.
Alive, saying that he got no flack for the track, and says that Jay-Z didn't give him no flack for it either.
I ain't getting no flack from that. I mean, of course from the haters, but I mean from the man, from Jay. I ain't nobody know he propped me up when he see me. They gave me a lot of confidence to put a new song out called The Best Rapper on my album.
In another interview in 2006, the interviewer said that one of the tracks on the Carter 2, called Shooter, could be Wayne's version of Hard Knock Life. Wayne responded saying, quote, "Me and my homies, we sit around, and even with the success of this album, we still sit and say, I need that Hard Knock Life song. I need that song that got Jay over that Hard Knock Life song. And for you to just say that is on my album that's already out, that's amazing, man." On May 22nd, 2006, Lil Wayne dropped the second installment of the Dedication series mixtape, Dedication 2. On the skit, I'm the Best Rapper Alive, Wayne once again reminds everyone that he's the best rapper alive. In 2022, at the BET Awards in LA,
it's beef, nigga, and you know Birdman already knows his beef. He's like, yo, how the fuck Lil Wayne looking up to Jay-Z? The man don't listen to no fucking Jay-Z. Comes from Louisiana, nigga. The fuck, he was on the hustle. Where the fuck he get a chance to listen to Jay-Z and be Jay-Z's brother and do all this Jay-Z shit? Where the fuck does all this Jay-Z shit come from? I don't know.
Jay-Z announced that he would be coming out of retirement at the age of 36 and was dropping an album that fall titled Kingdom Come. On September 27th, 2006, Lil Wayne sat down with MTV News for an interview, and when discussing Jay-Z's comeback, this is what he had to say.
Did you get the two calls? I know for a while you've been wanting to do something with Jay-Z. He's back out of retirement now.
He never called.
He never called.
I mean, I talked to him, but you know, he tell me everything I want to hear, though. He let me know that I'm that dude. He see me, keep my head up. That's better than the first for me. Yeah, I mean, that's my idol. Like, yeah, that's bro. He ain't never got me the first.
He ain't no fucking idol. How the fuck he's your idol, nigga? You never even. No.
Now, this is premeditated hate, man. Damn. tell this thing one of the worst ones.
You think when they don't, you say something. That's enough for the ball, right?
A couple of weeks later, on October 6, 2006, Jay-Z's first single from his comeback album Kingdom Come was leaked to the radio. The track was called Show Me What You Got. The track would officially be released as the first single to the album on October 30th, 2006. On this track, Jay-Z warns all the rappers in the game that he's back with a line calling himself the Michael Jordan of rap. I'm back. I am the Mike Jordan of recording. You might want to fall back from recording. Now keep these bars in mind because it will come into play shortly. On November 21st, 2006, Jay-Z dropped his comeback album, Kingdom Come.
What the fuck? He actually came at Lil Wayne.
I think he dropped in 2006.
But
even though I did like Lost Ones. Lost Ones was a fire song. That was him basically saying that he was trying to keep up with Beyonce, and then he bought his nephew a car that he passed away, and I like that song.
The title track, titled Kingdom Come, on the intro, Jay-Z calls himself hip-hop savior, alluding that hip-hop has been dead since he left. Track 11 is a track titled Trouble, and on the third verse, it's heavily speculated that this entire verse was a subliminal diss towards Lil Wayne.
oh, so he been beefing Lil Wayne.
Jay is talking to someone he refers to
So that's how that shit goes. He actually been beefing. It's beef with Cash Money and fucking Rock Nation. This whole time been a war. A war, nigga. That's crazy. Wow, I didn't.
Later, on December 2nd,
This shit over my
2006,
head this whole time. I didn't know these niggas.
dropped the mixtape.
Yeah, Weezy. Yeah, Birdman. That's how I knew Birdman was on
This
business.
mixtape was a track called Dough Is What I Got, which was Lil Wayne rapping over the beat.
I knew
to
Birdman was
Jay-Z's
on
track,
business.
Show Me What You Got, off of Kingdom Come. On the first verse, Lil Wayne once again took subliminal shots at Jay-Z when he responded to Jay's claim of him being the Michael Jordan of recording. Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, so it's no surprise why Hov frequently compares himself to Jordan.
What y'all say,
Lil
Jordan?
Wayne says
You
that
ain't
he
fucking
must be
Jordan,
LeBron
nigga. What the
because
fuck, big
Jay-Z
he's Jordan?
is Jordan, but then he says that he's not LeBron because he has rings, and in 2006, LeBron James didn't win an NBA Finals yet. Then compares himself to Kobe Bryant.
Jay-Z's a figure of Diddy's imagination.
And up to this point, Wayne has been with Cash Money Records his whole career too. And also, Kobe Bryant has won NBA rings after that.
Like,
I think we all agree.
but DMX is actually the nigga. DMX is the fucking, DMX is the Mike Jordan of recording, nigga. DMX is, nigga, you shady.
Wayne is Jordan. Kobe is Wayne. I think Wayne is Kobe. Wayne is Kobe.
Nah.
You look
DMX is Mike Jordan.
and take certain things from
Alright.
the guy you pose to go.
And DMX is Mike Jordan. And DMX
get the LeBron.
is Jordan.
The guy who he don't maybe have a fadeaway like you, but he has different skills.
Who's LeBron?
Like he starts singing, he does everything. I think Drake is LeBron.
Ah, he could be.
Now here's the thing, and this is one
So,
of the reasons why
LeBron got sting by Jay-Z. So he could be Drake, you know what I mean? But
Kobe dying,
DMX,
people don't give Kobe
DMX,
his proper flowers.
nigga,
because,
DMX
you know,
is Mike
they
Jordan of
compare
recording.
to LeBron. And
Who
also,
the fuck
here's
is the
the
Jay-Z
reason why,
compared to DMX?
as you go along in life and you're watching sports,
You can have your own
at some
opinion?
point, you gotta hit your
Oh.
eye with the Allen Iverson crossover. Because if you stay in their shadow too much and you're seen as the
How
constant
the fuck
student,
will you
and you're seen
care
as
DMX is better than DMX actually better than Jay-Z?
I think
I listen to DMX way more than
I
Jay-Z.
think Kobe would have given Mike a bid.
I don't know why.
But nobody will say that because Kobe's game was modeled after Mike.
Cause he did soundtracks for his movies, all that. His sound was
He's
more
better than
heard.
Mike when he learned everything by watching Mike. So that's
Tupac
why,
and Biggie.
you know, he put himself that.
Jay-Z ain't no Tupac, no Biggie still.
Mike, but he'll never be.
All his albums he put out,
Because all
but
you
never
know
add up to
is that you looked up to
the
this,
Brown.
right? See, LeBron's a little bit different, right? Even if you
Look at Tupac put out a lot of albums. He did a lot, but Tupac would have been crazy. He would have been crazy.
Wayne, you know, Wayne's kind
The
of
bar would have been set high if them niggas was alive.
really, you know, if you listen to Jay's raps, Wayne's raps isn't really like, especially latter years when he starts going to autotune and started doing a lot of melodic shit, like, you know, but I do think the propensity and the dedication to lyricism that Wayne had definitely was inspired and came from Jay-Z.
At that point.
Yo, somebody said J. Cole was Iverson. Yo, Moss, time that nigga out, please. Don't ever disrespect Iverson like that. Allen Iverson's a nigga that had heart and had guts. He was playing with bum-ass niggas like Eric Snow and Tyrone Hill.
Niggas could never take over the game because if Diddy was smart, he would have kept Biggie around. Forever, no matter what.
Never stepped down from a challenge.
And
he
Suge?
never made a mistake.
Oh shit,
He
Suge
never
same shit.
backpedaled and he never apologized. Don't you ever time that nigga out. Don't you ever compare a warrior. Let me tell you this. I'd rather have 55 Allen Iversons around me than have 300 motherfucking J. Cole. A J. Cole nigga was start losing, he started apologizing to the op. You squabbling, you look over, J. Cole having a conversation with the op talking about, I'm sorry. Yeah, don't you ever compare Allen Iverson to bum ass, and it's not bum ass, let me not disrespect J. Cole.
DMX the nigga, done.
But it's a nigga without a
DMX is Mike Jordan on recording. Who y'all think? Who y'all pick? DMX or Jay-Z?
J. Cole is
Who y'all pick? I'll pick DMX all day, nigga.
Like a tin man. He lacks a heart.
They fucked him up, look,
in Wizard of Oz, he lacks a heart.
but DMX is an artist. And all he was gonna be was an artist and thing, nigga. He's a movie star and everything, but Jay-Z could never be no fucking DMX.
If anything, Allen Iverson just had too much loyalty.
Every Jay-Z had to go suck some dick, pause, no Diddy, and just
did what LeBron did by going to Miami.
do what he do. That's weird.
Allen Iverson had a couple ways. Word to the point.
So how the fuck did Jay-Z make it like that? And DMX is way bigger artist. And Jay-Z don't own his masters and shit. He does now, but he didn't, cause believe me.
Claimed that after Jay-Z heard Wayne's "Dope
That's
Is What I
crazy.
Got," it made Hov go on a long walk and look at himself in the mirror, questioning
Didn't Tupac
if
say
he still
that?
got it.
You know who knows Nas? That's what we gotta talk to. We gotta talk to Nas. We gotta talk about Nas, but Nas is the man.
Of the December 2006 issue
Oh, Nas
of
supposed
the
to be a
Complex
man.
magazine and sat down for an interview. During the interview, he was asked about Jay-Z's comeback. This is what he had to say. The interviewer asked, quote, "How do you feel about Jay's return so far? How many songs have you heard of his?" Wayne replied saying, quote, "I heard a couple, and I'm going to tell you if I like what he's talking about, but I don't like what he's talking about, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he's saying it like he had to come back, like hip-hop's dead, all this, like I'm a hip-hop artist."
Hey, by the way, just be yapping. Thank you for the $10 donation. Of course, I see you. She said, Wayne isn't performing because the New Orleans city panel didn't pick him. The whole city makes the final decision from one of the NFL gifts. Wayne/YN is on the list thanks to Jay, but New Orleans, the city, did not pick him and them. Wayne's still a pro. Just be yapping. I need some proof of that. Again, we don't know how the decisions made, but
Good shit. He gave it 1,000. He said, I need some proof of that.
The majority of the authority on picking these individuals relied upon Jay-Z. Now, granted, if Jay-Z says he wants, I don't know, Quando Rondo, of course the NFL's gonna be like, no, we don't want that, right? Like, yeah. So the NFL or some other governing body could still trump what Jay's saying, but they kind of gave him free reign of the entertainment aspect of it, which is the halftime show. So if you're saying that the Super Bowl halftime show was decided by a panel, a New Orleans panel, as you're saying, a city panel.
Jay-Z's a fucking hater.
Wayne, you gotta show me a little bit of proof of that, okay? I'm not saying you're lying, and I thank you for the donation, but that sounds wild to me. Yeah, send some proof in it.
Wild crazy, nigga.
What do you mean it's dead? So that means I'm not rapping the whole time? I've been in it 13 years, Daddy. How can it be dead? You know what I mean? If anything, it's reborn. Know what I mean? So he's probably having a problem with that. Like, this whole aspect of coming back was because it was dead and y'all needed me. Nah, I want him to know that. You left on a good note. You left. This was your house. All the people in the house, all the artists were saying, yo, this is Jay's house. He's bowing out gracefully. We all say he's the best. All the players say, you the coach, you're the best. We love it. You bowed out. You come back and this is still your house? Nah, we effed in your bed already. Nah, me, it's not your house, Daddy. And I just want him to know that. That's from a competitive level. You know what I mean? That's not no beefing or no hating shit or nothing like that. It's just I'm a rapper. And he always capitalizes on rappers being very confident about themselves. Like when everybody asks him, how do you feel about this person saying this about you? If it's anything about rap, he'll be like, they're supposed to say that. So I'm supposed to feel that you're talking about me when you say rap is dead. I mean, I've been out here rapping all my life. What the do you mean? And I'm better than you, Daddy. The interviewer then asks Wayne if he feels he's better than Jay-Z right now, to which he replied saying, quote, who don't? After this interview got out, people started talking about Lil Wayne's comments about Jay-Z, and rumors began spreading like wildfire that these two were now publicly beefing. Fast forward months later, in April 2007, Lil Wayne graced the cover of the April 2007 edition of the XXL magazine, where he would sit down with them.
Yo, Lil Wayne was thugging.
Would apologize to Jay-Z about his comments in his Complex interview in December, saying, quote, I'm glad you brought that up, because I want to apologize to Jay and his family and friends, because I was asked that question, and they put it in there like I was just feeling like, oh, you know what? I'm better than Jay.
Ooh, by the way, thank you to Tupac Archives from Ted. He says, yo, please have Martin Shkreli come back and play the rest of the
Yo, this nigga's real.
Okay, I was setting up an interview with him. I think he just
Listen
got...
to Lil Wayne. Ew, the dollar. Yo, Birdman.
It's difficult because I don't think he could travel to come to my studio. We were talking about it. We got to figure out, like, the logistics. So we're probably going to have to either go to where he's at. I don't know if he had to get approval by, like, his parole or PO or whatever. But, yeah, I do want to send Martin Shkreli. Matter of fact, y'all hit him up. You'll tell him, yo, let's figure it out. We were talking about it, but I could tell, you know, his situation post-jail.
Jay-Z got beef with fucking Birdman this whole
This is our
time.
location, come here. And I don't know if he was allowed to be there. You know what I mean?
This
They
is
came at me
crazy.
like, so you say you're the best? Can you just say that you're better than everybody? Would you say you're better than Jay? I was like, yeah, I'm better than everybody.
Yeah, apologize to Jay? Come on, Wayne.
But I'd like to throw that apology out there because of whatever trouble I caused.
They got to, they got to this shit fail.
That same month, on April 13th, 2007, Lil Wayne dropped his all-time classic mixtape, The Drought 3, which included
Nigga,
his
all his
dumbest rap
mixtapes was
track.
crazy, nigga.
Now, the king of Subliminal, that summer on July 3rd, 2007, T.I. dropped his album T.I. vs. T.I.P. Track 7, titled Watch What You Say to Me, features Jay-Z, and at the end of his verse, he sent subliminal shots back at Lil Wayne. Hope said that he hears Wayne baiting him into replying. I hear you baiting me lately. I've been doing my best just to stay hating free still. Watch what you say to me. Jay-Z then says he's going to take up Lil Wayne on that offer if he keeps throwing subliminals, meaning he's going to engage in this rap battle. Then Hope said that he's going to replace Birdman as Wayne's father. Sooner or later, I take you up on your offer and put you all in your place like I replaced your father. And says that his DNA is in Wayne's music because Lil Wayne has said that Jay-Z inspired him a lot.
Fuck out of here.
After this, the beef rumors were running rampant, but something weird happened later that year. On November 6, 2007, Jay-Z dropped his album American Gangster, and on the track Hello Brooklyn 2.0, Lil Wayne is featured. This marked the first official collaboration between Weezy and Hov. This track was originally just a solo Lil Wayne track, most likely to appear on the Carter 3, but according to Wayne in an MTV interview, he said, quote, Jay heard the song some type of way. When he heard it, he said, ask the homie if I can get this. More honored than offended, it was an easy answer. When I asked the question, I told him it wasn't even a question. He's got it. Everybody in the world knows how I feel about Jay. He's the king. Utmost respect. That same month,
You know what? Yo, a lot of these relationships, and I think, you know, as you go along in life, you learn, you can't look at too much Twitter because you only get blinded by your admiration and your respect for them, and you will start to ignore their blatant disrespect for you. Right? I think that's the same thing that Kanye had with Jay.
Hell nah, nigga.
Like,
That was that's Lil Wayne, nigga. Lil Wayne actually came up with that because of Jay-Z. That was a Jay-Z diss. That was a Jay-Z diss, nigga. Oh my god, that shit go hard, nigga. Hey, fuck that. How you going?
at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City at his American Gangster concert when he would bring out Lil Wayne.
He made a fucking hit for
Brooklyn 2.0 together. After the performance, Wayne and Jay shut down beef rumors when Wayne pointed to Jay, calling him the best rapper alive, then pointing to himself and said that he's the next rapper in line.
Nah, fuck that. You should've just, nigga, Lil Wayne stupid, nigga. He got this, nigga. He had that. He dumb as hell. Nah, you ain't hopping on my shit.
After that, everything seemed cool between the two. The next year, in 2008, Lil Wayne would be on fire as he began the rollout to his album, The Carter 3. On March 13, 2008, Lil Wayne dropped the first single to the album, a track titled Lollipop. This track would be Wayne's highest charting single up to this point, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard, becoming Lil Wayne's first single to reach number 1. After this, it was clear that we were officially in the Lil Wayne era.
Yo, this nigga fuck yeah. Yo, Birdman say Cash Money. I mean, Lil Wayne's like, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says, JT. That shit crazy. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, nigga. Birdman actually saved Lil Wayne's fucking career, bro. Jay-Z was gonna fucking dock him, nigga. He knows he's better than him. Oh my god, we would've never heard Lil Wayne again.
Hey, read the Gemini.
We would've never heard Lil Wayne again.
The reason why I'm doing this is because of you, just to let you know. You just brought up a good point.
We would've never heard Lil Wayne again, nigga.
I'm writing a message to Wayne's fans right now. Did the NFL ever reach out to Wayne about the Super Bowl? Or was he just completely blindsided? That's good to know, right? Because like we don't know how this process goes. All right, I ain't Wayne's manager. I'll get an answer.
Was the best rapper. On April 23rd, 2008, Lil Wayne dropped the second single from the album called
crazy.
Billy, to which this track peaked at number 6 on the US Billboard Hot 100. In the summer of 2008, Jay-Z would end up doing
Burlingame, when you say NOLA votes for Kendrick, where is this thing where y'all say New Orleans voted for Kendrick? Like, who the fuck said that New Orleans voted for Kendrick? All right, so
Yo, this
we're getting
is
a little more
crazy.
information. Hold on.
This is fucking crazy, yo. Yo, Lil Wayne should have fucking killed Jay-Z with that Alan Brook what he did. Cause he already put it up.
Y'all
But
like
damn.
typing speed? I used to type 85 words per minute in high school. Okay, alright. Here's an article.
I write 85 words in there.
This article was published on January 10th, 2024. It says, here's how the NFL chooses a halftime performers, okay? So the Super Bowl halftime show is probably one of the most highest profile spectacles in all sports. After all, when else do musical artists have a captive audience of more than 100 million people? Even if half the TV viewers get snacks and go to the bathroom at halftime, there's still at least 50 million people watching the show. Since it's such a big stage, the Super Bowl halftime performer come from a pretty short list. Your friend's cover band that plays on Sunday night at a local watering hole probably has no chance to get the gig, although even some of the biggest names in entertainment are responsible for the worst Super Bowl halftime shows. Probably because only the biggest stars are invited. This is how it works. Duh. But how does the NFL choose who plays? The NFL is a massive entity and the most popular sport in the United States of America. So it takes a lot of care to make the right decision for the Super Bowl halftime show. A journalist who used to cover the Tennessee Titans writes on Quora that the league considers popularity, music genre, and artists overall performance value. So even though Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones were at the peak of their powers in the late 1960s, they didn't have a broad enough appeal to play at the Super Bowl. Not that they would have wanted to play anyway. So the leagues start with popular performers who appeal to as many people as possible, and goes from there. However, it is not the NFL who chooses who takes the stage. The league comes
Jay-Z
up with a
does.
list for the whole city.
That's a lie.
Super Bowl halftime performance.
Jay-Z made that article.
Let's stop right there. They're saying that a journalist who used to cover the Tennessee Titans writes on Quora, or whatever that website is. First and foremost, let me see if we can find.
That's a damn lie.
Find it.
That's a damn lie.
No. Okay, I'm trying to find it. Again, chat. It's important to know whatever journalist this is and what they're talking about. They might be talking about pre-2021, which is when Jay-Z signed the deal. I don't need to play this again, but I'll play it again. It literally said the deal, or I'll Google it. It said the deal, Jay-Z deal, NFL. It said that he was going to look.
Definitely Jay-Z, bro. You know it's Jay-Z, bro. You ain't gotta debunk it. We all know, nigga. It adds up, nigga. 2 + 2 = 4, bro.
Let's
Bro,
read it.
you don't see that shit.
Enter the partnership with Roc Nation. Okay? The deal,
It's not
which has
fucking-
been reportedly been in the works for several months, means Roc Nation.
Not 4.1, not 4.2, not near the, but that shit just easy. Come on now, we're watching the fucking whole thing right there.
Okay?
It makes
Now,
sense.
we're not saying that Jay-Z made the decision, but shit, he's definitely in the room and advising. And that's one. Now, to this article, we're not sure if this is the same method that they're going by. So it's important to try to figure out when this Tennessee Titan journalist is talking. Are they talking after the deal? Or are they talking before the deal? Because pretty much what we've heard from everybody who has performed since 2021, they basically almost say it's not just an advisory position. It's almost like if Jay says you should perform, you're going to perform. And if Jay don't want you to perform, you ain't going to perform. Or it's going to be hard for you to perform. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, okay. So the league starts with, the league starts with popular performers who appeals to as many people as possible and goes from there. However, it's not the NFL that chooses who takes the stage. The league comes up with a short list, but it's the whole city that picks the Super Bowl halftime performers. We don't know if that's the case anymore. We don't know. We just don't know. Okay? Atlanta, journalist hosted 2019. Again, see, they're talking about Super Bowls before 2021. This is before 2021. So if this journalist info is before 2021, yes, that was the case. But now Jay-Z and Rock Nation took it over. So you don't know if that's true. Okay, anyway.
His own remix of this track called
That shit just left it like that.
On June 3rd, 2008, rapper Freaky Zeke dropped his mixtape Blame It on the Henny. On this is a track called Beat Without Bass, featuring Lil Wayne. At the end of his verse, Lil Wayne has a message to quote-unquote old-ass rappers, likely referring to Jay-Z, saying that he's like 44 and that he's only 24 years old.
Trains. Trains that sends what isn't on the schedule.
Damn, this shit is fucking crazy, yo. So this shit is true.
To see hundreds of miles of tracks.
This shit's crazy, yo. Jay-Z's a fuck.
Clearing the way. So you arrive.
Jay-Z fuck being Michael Jordan on hip hop. He's like the feds of hip hop, nigga. That nigga try to like fucking gatekeep everything, nigga. He just trying to fucking like. He trying to manipulate. Like he honestly want us to feel like he's better than motherfuckers. That nah, nigga, your time's up, bro. DMX is better than you. Your time been up.
On June 10th, 2008, Lil Wayne dropped his album The Carter 3, to which Jay-Z repaid the...
Wait, how old was Jay-Z in 2007?
Nigga, he's
How
fucking
old
44.
was Jay-Z in 2007? Oh, he's 30. Yeah, he was 44. Okay.
Nigga, 44, bro.
Being featured on the track Mr. Carter, marking their second collab. On Dre's verse, he essentially says that he's passing the torch to Lil Wayne when he refers to Wayne as his heir to the throne. If we take a look at the definition of heir, it says that it's a person inheriting or continuing the legacy of a predecessor.
My right chair and my chair with my crown and my dip. Queen bee, your right chair, my time with my ear. Young Carter.
On the outro, Lil Wayne quotes lyrics from his favorite song of all time, Lucky Me, off of Jay-Z's album In My Lifetime Volume 1.
With everything, when I leave this earth, it's gonna be on both feet, never knees in the dirt. And I swear to everything, when I leave this earth, it's gonna be on both feet, never knees in the dirt.
This album would go on to sell over 1 million copies in the first week, going number 1 on the Billboard charts, making history as one of the very few rap albums to achieve 1 million plus copies sold in the first week.
By the way, Ryan, thank you for telling me, he says, Dame Dash, Dipset, DMX, Drake, Lil Wayne, Nas, etc. all talk shit about Hov, then they meet him after. Hov said, y'all niggas gonna learn to respect the king, don't be the next contestant.
Nigga, fuck, how the fuck they need him if they rap? Nigga, they don't need him, they making music, put it out. It's cause he's holding the fucking thing, that's what he did with DMX. Nigga, you ain't rapping, you ain't putting that shit out. Fuck you making them need you, there's a difference. Making someone need you is crazy.
It's never what I did to you.
You know, fuckers making niggas.
Lil Wayne just completely took over the rap game with this album, putting rappers on notice as he had the game in a chokehold. A couple of weeks later, on June 23rd, 2008, Lil Wayne did an interview with Rolling Stone. When they asked him how it felt to be called Jay-Z's heir on Mr. Carter, Wayne replied saying, quote, "That line right there was hard. Unbelievable. I didn't realize it at first. My homie had to tell me, you know what he said, right? I didn't even get it. I was like, why is he saying heir? Is he just talking about the heir? But I'm smart enough to know that he's smart enough not to just be talking about the heir. I felt real dumb, but then I felt so good. It was an incredible compliment." On July 14th, 2008, Lil Wayne did an interview with People magazine where he would speak on the 4 albums that changed his life. One of them being Jay-Z's In My Lifetime Volume 1. Wayne spoke about the song Lucky Me, which we discussed earlier, saying, quote, "Lucky Me is my favorite song of all, period. I actually have Lucky Me tattooed on my neck, and I have a verse of that song tattooed on my leg." Now Lil Wayne does in fact have Lucky Me tattooed on his neck, and lyrics lyrics on his leg. That year in 2008, T.I. was gearing up to drop his album Paper Trail. On September 6, 2008, T.I. and Jay-Z dropped the track Swagger Like Us, to which they recruited Kanye and Lil Wayne to be featured. This track was originally intended to appear on both T.I.'s album Paper Trail and Jay-Z's upcoming album Blueprint 3, but only ended up being on T.I.'s album. That same month, Jay-Z graced the cover of Vibe magazine, where he sat down for an interview. And during the interview, he spoke on Lil Wayne being next in line, saying, quote, "You should embrace the next generation. In hip-hop, you always fight the next person coming in because the person wants your spot. But as a person, as a competitor, that's only natural. There was a time Kobe was like, I think I can take Mike. I admire that in a way. The public has Lil Wayne next in line. That's what the public says, so why not?" The next month, on October 27, 2008, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z were both co-headlining Power 105.1's Powerhouse in East Rutherford, New Jersey, but Lil Wayne did not end up showing up to the show on time after problems with a metal detector, so they had to perform their sets separately. This mega headline was now ruined, and to boot, Wayne's set was reportedly discombobulated and spotty. A couple of months later, on February 8, 2009, the 51st annual Grammys were held at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where Lil Wayne and Jay-Z would perform Swagger Like Us together, and they won a Grammy for that track under the Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group category. On September 8, 2009,
Peter Stone, thank you for the time, brother, but you said you clearly have a narrative to push. The articles telling you what they do, but you want to do a spin because it's not fitting what you say. The stream is some weird J.A. No, it's not. The article is sourcing a journalist that is speaking about how Super Bowl performers were picked from an era before Jay-Z was ever involved. Again, unless they're telling us
that's
what happened from 2021
Jay-Z got beef. You know Jay-Z's doing weird shit.
The NFL did a random deal. They never did this deal with no one else. They did a random deal with Jay-Z to stop players from kneeling, and they gave him an advisory position and basically made him like almost the person that was in charge of all of the entertainment like performances in the NFL. So unless any journalists could tell me 2021 on, I don't think you telling me how it worked in 2015 applies to Jay-Z at all, because there was no position of what Jay-Z's doing. So it's not an anti-Jay-Z thing. It's like, yeah, I read the article, but nowhere in the article actually said that their information came from 2021 on when Jay-Z was involved.
Jay-Z dropped his album The Blueprint 3, which would sell 476,000 copies in the first week, debuting number 1 on the Billboard 200. On 2 of the tracks, he shouts out Lil Wayne. On the track DOA, Death of Autotune, he says that he's going to send this track to the mixtape Wheezy. On the track A Star Is Born, he says that he applauds Lil Wayne, and if he keeps going, he'll pass the torch to him. After this is when their relationship would begin to crumble. After this album dropped, MTV would name Jay-Z the hottest MC in the game. On October 19th, 2009, Birdman was doing an interview, and when he was asked about Jay-Z being named MTV's hottest MC, this is what he had to say about it.
Jay-Z just got voted #1 by MTV, #1 MC. What do you make of that?
I don't think he's #1 MC. One of the best, he do the most, and he make the most money.
Yeah.
I don't think in the business make more money than us.
Fair enough.
So how could you be the best if you don't make the best money, the most money, and you don't do the most?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. You heard him. You heard it for the flush.
And to me, if you're #1 and you ain't getting no money, don't mean nothing. You heard me? So, but if you're #1 and you're making money, to me, who's making the most money? That's #1 to me. All that rap shit. You heard me? They got cold rappers you never even heard.
Now, initially, Jay-Z did not respond to Birdman's comments, and on October 31st, 2009, Lil Wayne dropped his mixtape, No Ceilings, to which he would rap over the beat to Jay-Z's tracks Death of Autotune and Run This Town. In January 2010, Jay-Z sat down with Angie Martinez at Hot 97 for an interview. Angie asked Ho what he thinks about Birdman's comments, to which he responded saying this.
How does Jay feel about Baby from Cash Money constantly saying Weezy is more lyrical and has more money than Jay-Z?
You know, being lyrical is just a matter of opinion. It's who you like. So, you know, that's his opinion. As far as money, I mean, you know, that's a little more factual. Right, we can determine that.
Right, we would have to see your bank accounts and things and
I have no problem, but it's gonna cost. Put it up. If he's that confident, you know, I give him a little glimpse. It's crazy. I give him a little glimpse. Check that out. Cut it out. Knock it off. But as far as, you know, being lyrical, I mean, that's from one's, you know, that's for the viewers.
That's everybody's, yeah.
You ain't got more dough than him.
That crystallizes Jay-Z right there. That just contextualizes it. Obviously, you know, he's an amazing artist and probably one of the best.
Nah, but he's
one of the best, like one of like three.
And it doesn't matter if he did or he didn't, but it's like the shit he
The
doing.
reason why he's a great businessman, even he knows, even as great as he is musically, that's subjective. When it comes to business, that ain't subjective.
Alright, so if he believes that, then I respect that, you know, and that's his guy, so he's supposed to ride with his guy. So I don't have no problems with that. I have no problems with nobody. It's my positive. I want this to be my most positive year. I have no problem.
Beyonce and Jay-Z earned $122 million, becoming the highest earning.
Right after that.
Huh?
Right after that. So I'm saying, black and white is ink, baby. I'm having fun.
Fast forward to March of 2010, Jay-Z was on his Blueprint 3 tour with Jeezy at a show in Madison Square Garden, where Jeezy would bring out Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne. Now, unfortunately, just a couple of days after this concert, on March 8, 2010, Lil Wayne was sentenced to a 1-year jail sentence after pleading guilty to possession of a gun, which stemmed from a July 2007 arrest when a loaded .40 caliber semi-automatic gun was found on his tour bus.
Jay-Z did that too.
1-year jail sentence in Rikers Island Jail with a possible shortened sentence of 8 months if he has good behavior. During this time, Lil Wayne's Young Money protege, Drake, would take over the rap game, releasing his debut album, Thank Me Later, in June of 2010, which would sell over 400,000 copies in the first week. And after this, it was clear that Drake was up next. In July of 2010, Drake did an interview with Tim Westwood where he would reveal that him and Lil Wayne were planning on dropping a collab album. Lil Wayne would be released in November of 2010, just 8 months after being sentenced.
Now, we're going to get into when Birdman.
That same month, Kanye West and Jay-Z would announce that they were dropping a collaboration album called Watch the Throne, to which the production began in November of 2010. In January of 2011, Drake would do another interview with Tim Westwood where he would accuse Kanye West and Jay-Z of stealing his and Lil Wayne's idea of a collaboration album.
I mean, you know, that we still got to do that album. Yes, you still got to do that. Some other guys are coming out with the album too. There's 2 other guys that are coming out. Okay. Yeah. 2 other rappers that are coming out with the album together. I don't know where they got that idea, but.
For the first time on the show, Be Me Yourself becomes Be Me Yourself. You're gonna get 100 minutes.
I am making a plate.
So I'm just getting a little foundation.
This is ideal for putting Homer clay on top of.
That is gorgeous. Thank you so much, Tammy.
To the teachers, assistants, and support staff who see potential in every child.
That same month, Jay-Z and Kanye West would begin the rollout for the collab album Watch the Throne. On January 11th, 2011, they dropped the first single on the album titled Ham, and on his verse, Jay-Z would send shots at Birdman for saying that Lil Wayne has more money than him in his interview. He directly mentions Birdman's nickname, Baby, and says that they don't even have as much money as his wife, Beyonce.
Really have a feeling, you got baby money, keep it real with bitch niggas ain't got my lady money.
Lil Wayne, of course, heard this, so on August 29th, 2011, Lil Wayne dropped his album, The Carter 4, and on the track, It's Good, featuring Drake and Jadakiss, on his verse, Wayne responded to Jay-Z. Weezy directly references Hope's Baby Money bar from
Jadakiss.
Ham, then
Don't fuck with Jay-Z either.
kidnap Beyonce and take out Jay-Z.
Talk about baby money, got your baby money, kidnap your, get that how much you love your lady money.
Jay-Z would later speak on this in his Breakfast Club interview in 2013.
How close were you really spanking when you threw that shot at the wife?
Nah, it was alright. It's part of you know, the sport and the competition. I didn't take it serious. I didn't view it as a threat, but I didn't take it as a real threat. I took it as a flip of a line.
Lil Wayne would also do an interview later in 2011 with Sway, where he would speak on Jay-Z's diss on Ham.
Beyonce a bitch, kidnap your bitch.
Because he's not Jay-Z.
Is that something you would react to as an MC?
Actually, the subject that he's talking about in that line, I can't box with the guard with that. You know what I mean? I'll be the first one to tell you that. Given my wit and the type of person I am, I capitalize and I play off of it.
Fast forward to January 2012, Birdman did an interview with the Big Boys Neighborhood where he would speak on the issues between himself and Jay-Z.
Is there an issue with you and Jay-Z? Like Jay-Z said something in the record Ham. He was saying, you know, you ain't got baby money, you spending baby money. Is there an issue?
Not with me, but I don't know how he felt, but we just doing what we do, you know? We ain't tripping, we spending baby money, that's how we live.
The next month, on February 12, 2012, YMCMB hosted a pre-party for the Grammys, and during this, Lil Wayne got on the mic to spit a few bars, where he would diss Jay-Z and Kanye when he directly mentions Watch the Throne.
And other than that, I ain't really got nothing else to say, but I met a bad red bomb. I took the palm. I asked her what she want to watch. She said, surely not the throne.
I never seen this. Yo, Birdman looked like a proud father, man. Throwing up that blood side.
Surely not the throne.
Drop like monkey. Look at that me. Oh shit, I just realized Drake
and his fam. Jay-Z would speak where he referenced.
Nah, that shit was going hard, dog. That shit was going hard. We gotta finish this shit.
And other than that, I ain't really got nothing else
I know Drake is here. Where's Nicki?
to say, but I met a bad red bomb. I took the
Who's this nigga right here? Is this Little Twist? Oh shit.
palm. I asked her what she want to
I forgot this girl's name. What was this girl's name again?
watch. She said, surely not the throne.
Nah, Wayne's dead on business.
The next year, on July 4th, 2013, Jay-Z dropped his album Magna Carta Holy Grail. And on the track La Familia, he responded to Wayne saying he was going to kidnap Beyonce, telling him good luck on trying to kidnap her.
Good luck with that, bro.
After this, the beef would begin
Wow.
to die down as Wayne never responded to these lines.
What the
next
fuck?
year,
That shit was
Lil Wayne was
horrible.
gearing up to drop the
Good
fifth
luck with that,
installment
bro.
of the Carter series. On May 15, 2014, Lil Wayne dropped what would have been the second single on the album, a track called Douce. Now, if you know, Duce was the liquor brand Jay-Z was endorsing at the time, having stake in the company. On the intro to the track, Wayne shouts out Jay-Z.
Ho, what you buy?
On July 3rd, 2014, Lil Wayne did an interview with MTV where he would explain why he shouted out Jay-Z on the track, saying, quote, "We was just on that Duce heavy. I don't write none of my music. I don't write it down. So I just go in there and say whatever come to my mind. So what came to my mind that night was what was on my mind that night." The Carter 5 would end up being delayed due to Wayne going through troubles with Cash Money, which is for a whole separate video. The next year, in 2015, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z would partner exclusively to drop his next album called the Free Weezy album exclusively on Tidal, which was the streaming service that Jay-Z was endorsing with stake in the company. The next year, in November 2016, Lil Wayne was performing his track I'm Me at the Can't Flog Gnaw Music Festival, where he would change the lyrics saying he's a Rockefeller millionaire instead of Cash Money millionaire. On April 10th, 2017, Lil Wayne was performing at Slippery Rock University in Pennsylvania, and Wayne would once again shout out Jay-Z. This time he announced that he was a member of the team while throwing up the rock.
It's the rock.
You know, I'm a member of that team now. We'll talk about that later though, but
The next year, on September 28th, 2018, Lil Wayne finally would drop his album, The Carter 5, after an ongoing legal battle with Cash Money. In December of that year, Lil Wayne took to stage during a concert in Chicago to thank Jay-Z for helping him through the tough times he was facing over the past couple of years. Jay-Z helped him through a $7 million tax debt in 2011 and $6.8 million in 2012, totaling to over $14.1 million in taxes owed. Wayne thanks Jay-Z and Swizz Beatz for helping him with taxes and production when he was really down.
Because people like Jay-Z, you know what I mean? He helped me when I was
That was crazy, but that was beefing.
really, really, really down. There's people like Swizz Beatz that's gonna send me every beat he make and want me to rap on every single one until I got my situation straight. He don't want me to talk about it, don't want me to tell nobody, Jay don't want me to tell nobody. That man helped me with my tax. These are real friends, y'all. Shout out to Jay, shout out to my Swizz, shout out to my brother Chad. You got what I'm saying?
After that, Lil Wayne would go on to praise Jay-Z on podcasts, even suggesting that if any rapper were to become president, it should be Jay-Z.
What rapper should run for president?
If there was a rapper that should ever run for president, I believe that rapper would easily, or should easily be Jay-Z. Plain and simple. I don't even think there's a why that should come with that. After that, plain and simple. I would love to see B as the first lady, like plain and simple.
That's crazy. He helped up, but Drake is beefing with Jay-Z now.
So
What the hell?
The full timeline of Lil Wayne
I don't get
versus
it.
Jay-Z. Not really a serious beef,
would
but
think.
a nice sparring match as the
Nah,
two
but my man,
competed for that
leave me
number
alone.
one spot in hip hop.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Salute to Jay-Z, man. Classic snake. Fuck it. Classic motherfucking snake, man. Anyway, there's a few other people that, try to jump.
Hey, it's Layla.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
That's why I cannot confine you. Look at what it is.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Drink by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night. All day.
Rolls with Mike Tyson. I just give a fuck about any of
No,
this.
no,
Keep going.
no. Don't wait for nobody.
What was it like
fighting again.
Man, that shit is crazy. That shit hit different, bro. I didn't know that. So that shit hit different. So this whole game is fucking. It's a loophole, man. You ain't. This ain't. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
So I just.
Diddy is fighting back. How Diddy is fighting back? Like, what you talking about? Like, he paying off? He paying people off? He paying people off? Should we watch that? I don't know. Try people off. I don't know. Did he pay you, bro? Like, why would you be saying that?
So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that tuned in to my recent video, 50 Cent's 20-year plot to destroy Diddy. Now, this video was a labor of love, you know. That's, I mean, I tell you what, I couldn't have picked a more perfect frame to land on than the diddler himself. That is actually shocking. That is shocking. That was beautiful. That was, oh man, cinematic. Absolutely cinematic. Anyway, shout out to everybody that checked out this video. So, look, a lot of people have done their little Diddy videos.
Alright. Hyenas, GT hyenas, coming out to learn from school. Steve was popping. The Dada, nice Walmart bag. Shower cat. Waffle bag. Alright. Sounds good, the Dada. Sounds good. Musty? That's crazy, nigga. Your eyes must be blurry. You're swimming in murky waters right now. Come on, nigga. Musty, that shit nuts. What the fuck you think you are, Dada? So how you say that? Them dollars?
The charges
Yeah.
on Brother Love himself. Alright, it's been a bit of a free-for-all on Planet P Diddy over the last, I mean, I want to say the last year or so, maybe year and a half. Alright, things have been, the downfall of Diddy has been delicious, quite frankly. And I wanted to do a video on it. Now,
how is Diddy fighting back?
You might not be surprised to learn, but I definitely would love to do a kind of full-blown...
How is this nigga fighting back?
Downfall. Imagine all the D's. It's a Diddy story, so there's naturally going to be a lot of D's in there. The dark, disgusting, debaucherous downfall of the diddler. You know what I'm saying? That's that's going to hit like a Netflix. That's going to hit like Surviving R. Kelly.
Your brother.
I didn't want to go too deep into it like thus far.
Your brother.
We're all waiting for the charges to drop on Diddy, right? You saw the raid on his crib, right? You saw the raid on his crib. The feds aren't raiding you like that. Let's see. Raid P. Diddy.
Right?
Right, the feds don't...
No, they're not. I'm not locking you up.
For a loss.
With Sean Combs.
I'm not locking you up.
Bad Boy Entertainment. So
Like, what the fuck? They're like, what do they do?
They're not doing that for a joke, right? That's
Yeah, they are.
Not, you know,
What do they do it
What do you
for?
guys call it? Knockdown Ginger. That's not, what do you call Knockdown Ginger when you knock on the door and run? Not DoorDash. What do you guys call it?
Ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch. This ain't ding dong ditch.
Bro.
This is ding dong diddler. Alright? This is big charges coming. This ain't happening.
Bro.
Alright, allegedly. Alright, allegedly, in my
They don't
opinion.
do that shit for
we're
nothing.
waiting for the big raid and the big fall of Diddy, but we're waiting for bigger charges, man. Yes, there was the Cassie lawsuit, we got a lot of information. Yes, the Little Rod lawsuit is out there, but then again, a lot of people are saying it's not necessarily as real as we think it is. Shout out my guy UK Drill Club in the chat, by the way. What's good, cuz? But anyway, the thing is, I'm waiting for that big dossier, or the disgusting dossier of the diddler to drop. That's what I'm waiting for.
That shit's weird.
And it's hard to know what's fake or true.
Just raise it.
I don't never seen that.
Tell them more, tell them more.
Okay, you know Diddy went through the cup on them. Look like they went to go loop or something. And they didn't find it there. So like, where can this nigga happen? If we lock him on, he's gonna expose us. So let's wait till we close to it. Keep on our list.
To the case. A different aspect of the diddler's history and the diddler's dirty, disgusting, dark, debaucherous downfall. Okay, if we're playing Ding Dong Diddler, all right, we need to go for the dark, debaucherous. We need to go for the different tangents. So I decided to make a video just focusing on 50 Cent's 20-year plot to destroy Diddy, and it gets deep. Like, I honestly, like, we started working on this, and I just couldn't have imagined how deep it got. But the fact that Diddy was offering Fiddy to go shopping, famously, all right? Famously offered him to go shopping. Let's find that bit, all right? Let's find that bit. And you've actually some YouTube wizardry right here if you don't know, all right? We're gonna find the exact part. We're gonna find the exact part.
I mean, I paid $4. Listen, you say they give you after you take him shopping. Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
Thought he needed some clothes. Thought he needed some clothes.
Hey, Chris Knight is waiting. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just said? Let me do it, man. Before I do something, you're gonna make me mess up the way.
In the course of researching this video, it's so interesting to me how like interconnected all these little things were. Like Diddy offering
Tell me,
50%
love is down and sweet, and now it's down and everything. Don't tell me that you love.
Steady's taking mates, steady's taking
Tell me.
shopping. It's mind games. As my boy Young Spray, Mr. RTM would say, mind games. Alright, shout out Applegon with the super chat. Appreciate that. Draco documentaries, my G. But anyway, the mind games that are being played by 50 Man. So I found this story incredibly interesting. I found it fascinating. I just wanted to focus on like a different aspect of the Diddy disgusting, dirty, diddling, dastardly downfall. Alright? That I possibly could. So I'll keep it real with you. I actually didn't think this video would do very well. I actually thought this video was going to flop. And what was interesting to me, I know that everybody loves the gangster stories, and yes, we're going to talk about the Lil Jet video and how excellent that was and how insightful that was about the goings-on in the perk-sniffing underworld of drill music. But I wanted to bring a little throwback. I wanted to go to 50 Cent, Diddy, like take it back to the old school Trap Law Ross taking the piss out of these fools kind of thing. And I just got to say thank you to the audience, man. Shout out to everybody that supported and got in there, man. Shout out to Vince Billable in the chat as well. My guy, I'm looking for those stories for you. But, you know what I mean? 1.2 million views. It ain't all about the views, man. But the fact that this is more of a throwback story, no violence, all right? Unless you count Diddy's dastardly, dirty, disgusting, you know what I'm saying, debaucherous, domestic diddling, all right? Unless you count that.
Tell me.
Well, I'm really glad.
Don't tell me that it's done.
Make these videos now, right? It actually has to do well for it to even make sense.
Tell me.
So, you know, it's not all about the numbers, but also if you want to keep seeing the stuff, I'm trying to drop every week. It's coming good. So let's take a little look. Let's take a little forage. Let's take a little look.
Tell me. Don't without it.
I want to know what you guys thought of this, man. How did you feel? Let's take a look. This is a top comment. I don't think 50 is a villain. I don't think 50. Oh my god. honest, like, I think 50 kind of sees himself as a bit of a super villain, or like even like a superhero. Like he probably sees himself as a superhero. Like he survived 9 bullets. This guy is actually a superhero, realistically. Like, if somebody was gonna write, it's the new Stanley. Is it Stanley? Spike Lee? Stanley? Was gonna write a new comic book about somebody coming from Jamaica Queens. They'd be taking 9 bullets and surviving and becoming goddamn Superman. So that's what 50 is. And shout out to John Anthony HD in the chat. My guy, big up. Get hot in here like Nelly. Another throwback. Who wants the Nelly story? Anyway. Oh man. The haircut as well.
This is all.
So.
Alright, shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's real talk. RP the big, man. But I want to ask you, you being the big pop, fan like me, how do you feel about the people that say that Tupac wasn't lyrical?
Tupac wasn't lyrical, in my opinion. He was more real. Look, bro, he knew how to rhyme, but he wasn't a lyricist.
Yeah, he was.
To me, forgive me, man.
Yeah, he was.
Pac was more of a real nigga. He would tell you, like, say I said, you up, and then shoot you in your mouth and head as soon as I'm done. Pac would tell you just like that. I'm gonna you up and I'm gonna blow your brains out when I'm done.
No. Perfect picture. I paint a perfect picture of my nigga, what you talking? Yeah, you don't know shit what you talking about. Shut up, bro. Nah, you from you're speaking some bullshit. Pac was lyrical, bro. We don't want to hear that shit. Don't ever picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture of
Style, fashion. You know what I mean?
What he say? Picture me rolling my 500 bench. Got on enough of these niggas. Ain't no need to be friends. It's a balance. But I ain't the one telling the wanna be another number. You know what I'm saying? Bro, why the chasers? We don't want. No.
Yeah, I heard it before. I heard people say that.
We don't want to hear that shit. Stop, no. Alright, yo, bro.
My old school. You know what I mean?
Yo, we don't want to hear that.
Twice for alcohol? I had no idea they got that bad then.
Bro, I died one time, man. Since I've been out of prison, man, I gotta say, my nephew, young, he know who he is, love you, nephew. I was at my mother's house and my sugar was low, and I was drinking. I was drinking so much that I didn't feel the effect of the drink or the sugar. I couldn't tell what was what, and I'm not eating. So I wound up slipping into a diabetic coma, bro. And my nephew had to call 911 because I was unresponsive. And the ambulance or the operator was telling my nephew what to do, and he had to push my chest, bro, like giving me the CPR to bring me back. And this wasn't even 3-4 years ago. I'm out, bro. And my nephew talking to
So what happened?
He said, he feel a heart. He got me back going, man. But when I woke up and came around, I see ambulance. I see people standing over me. My chest hurt. I'm like, what the I found out, man, that's what happened, bro. I was ketoacidosis, diabetic ketoacidosis. They wind up admitting me into the hospital that day, and then IVs and giving me all the nutrients my body was lacking because, you know, His diabetes is a real winnable battle if you stick to your guns. But you can't, like alcohol, that's what cocaine. And I was truly vodka addicted. I mean, I drank 2 pints a day at least. And sometimes I drank 3, but all I know is every time I
don't know.
they want another body.
Yeah, DD, the thought is I eat is coming out of the Steve. I eat this,